guys, it's Alexis here, and I have not made a video in a really long time, and there is a reason behind that, and I am sorry that I couldn't continue to make the videos for you guys once a week like I wanted to, but I did want to make one last video and share my story and kind of share the reason why I stopped, and just to encourage and inspire you guys as well too. So I talked about in my other videos, especially in my very first video that I made, that there was these two ladies at these two different churches that spoke to me about some kind of teaching. And at one church, one lady was like, "Girl, God's going to use you. Just listen to Him, seek Him, and He's going to use you for some type of teaching. I don't know what, but He's going to use you for some type of teaching." And I went to the other church, and that's when the lady there, I talked to one of the youth leaders there, and she told me basically the same thing. God's going to use you for teaching. I really feel the Holy Spirit pressing in, and just really listen to Him and seek Him and see what He has in store for you. And I took all of that in as, okay, I started thinking about video blogging. So that's when I started to make a video blog once a week, and that lasted about a month. And I thought that's the teaching He was wanting to use me for. Well, in the mix of all that, and a little bit after that, we found a building right up the road from where I live to open up a dance studio. And I've had a passion for dance and a passion to teach dance since I was so little and so young, and I've always wanted to do that. I did not think that the opportunity would have presented itself so early on, and when I've been so young. So after we found the building, we prayed about it for a really long time, and I would talk with my parents about it, and I was still in school, and it started all to kind of make sense to me. So with the two ladies talking to me at two different times saying God's going to use you for some type of teaching, where I interpret it into video blogging, I don't believe that that's really the calling that God had for me to do. I think that He was talking about teaching dance at a dance studio. And so basically, after we found the building about a month ago, I was debating, okay, I'm still in school, so I'm like, should I put all my eggs in one basket and finish school and then pursue my dream as opening up a dance studio and teaching dance, or should I hold off on that dream and kind of wait and finish school and then try to pursue that dream later on? Well, we kept praying about it, and I do not encourage anybody to quit school, but I did quit school, and I dropped out of college, and I was like, I'm going to go for it. I really felt the Holy Spirit, and I felt God really telling me that this is what I was meant to do, and that He would protect me, and He would help me, and He would guide me. And that really was hard to take that step of faith into doing that, because I wasn't finished with school yet. I don't really have that much money, but I do trust God with all of my heart. So I do want to say, though, for anybody that is watching, I don't encourage you to quit school or to drop out of school just to follow any dream. This is something that was really pressed on me from God and from the Holy Spirit, and I was really listening to Him and trusting Him. So I did take that leap of faith, and believe that was the teaching that God was calling me to do. And so far, it's coming up on our third year, and I'm really exciting, and God has truly blessed me a lot, and I knew that God didn't bring me just that far just to leave me, and I really was putting my all into God. I put all my trust into God. I was seeking Him, I was praying to Him, I was talking to Him, I was living for Him. So when I first opened, a lot of people asked me, how did I do it so young? I was only 19 years old. I'm only 21 now. I was 19 years old when I opened the dance studio, so young. I'm not the smartest person in the world. I don't know everything, but I knew God, and I trusted God, and I did not believe that He would put such a deep burden and deep calling over my heart and over my life, and He would not make promises that He's not going to keep, especially if I stay faithful to Him and I listen to Him and I do the things that He wants me to do. So I was super nervous at first, opening up a dance studio so young, and after I did open, I did have to get 2 other jobs just to kind of keep going. People asked me if I had any help. I did. My parents helped me for the first few months of me opening my business, and we kind of entrusted everything, and we trusted the Lord with it. And after a few months, I kind of just ran with it. I had 2 other jobs. It was kind of like burning the candlestick at 2 ends, and I was getting really tired and I was exhausted, but I knew that those feelings was only temporary and it wouldn't last forever. And so it was hard. It didn't make sense on paper. I will say that. I would look down at my bills so many times. I would check my banking account and I would look at my budgeting and I'm like, how is this going to work, God? I had no idea. Sometimes I have no idea how even money would even end up in my banking account. Or it was just made me speechless. And that just shows me that's all from God, and I give God all the glory. I could not have done what I did without God's help whatsoever. Another reason why I did want to open up a dance studio, to kind of give you a little background on me. I was bullied in middle school. There are some kids that said some pretty harsh things to me and about me that weren't so nice, and there was a stage in my life when I was in 7th grade where I wanted to commit suicide. I did not want to be here. I was depressed. Like, there was just a lot of different feelings going on, and I promised myself, like, I never actually tried. I never attempted anything. I never did anything, but I did have those thoughts. And people do need to be aware that there's kids everywhere that have those thoughts, and these little things that other kids can say or people can say can really affect a person. And it really is scary. It's really sad. There's people nowadays that commit suicide and that get bullied at school all the time, and it breaks my heart because I know how it feels. And that's one thing that I have that encourages me and inspires me, because I said whenever I do open up a dance studio, didn't know when it would be, I'm like, whenever I do open up a dance studio, I am going to care for my students. I am going to let them know that somebody's there, that somebody cares about them. I'm going to talk to them about what's going on at school, what's going on in their heart, how they're feeling, because I do not want any kid feeling how I felt at one point in my life. And there's plenty of people that have had way worse feelings than me. I'm not trying to be a pity party or anything like that, but I do care for kids, and I do care especially for the new generation coming up. There's so many people that get bullied and are insecure, and I feel like it's my calling to boost their confidence and help them with their securities and let them know that, hey, this isn't the end. God can bring you from glory to glory to glory to glory. And I teach my kids that. I do not push my religion on people. I do not necessarily talk about God in my classes, but I do mentor my students without mentoring. I teach them about love, being kind. My studio is an anti-bullying studio, and that's something, like I said, that I promised a long time ago. When I made my studio, it will be an anti-bullying studio. I do not put up with cliques, or at least I try my best not to put up with any cliques. No, we're not allowed to whisper or anything like that, because I do not want any kid feeling left out or feeling so bad or so insecure about themselves till when they want to go and hurt themselves or do anything bad. And that is my calling, and God has entrusted me with that, and I look to Him for guidance when kids do open up and talk to me, because they do. And that's just a little background about me, and about why I am so adamant and so passionate about not bullying and having an anti-bullying studio. I was like basically kind of like the kid in school, though, that would sit with the kids that didn't have friends or were sitting by themselves, just because nobody wants to feel alone, and nobody should feel alone, you know. And I love all of my dancers. I care about their characteristics, and when I tell people, like, when you join my studio, you're joining a family, and I'm not trying to give a business pitch here or try to get anybody to sign up. I'm just simply talking about me and what's been going on with my life and why I haven't made a video and what I'm kind of up to now. And I want to encourage other people that if you have a dream or a goal in life or a career. Maybe you're juggling between 2 different majors in college, or maybe you're struggling between which career path to go to. And I will say, do not chase the money. It's not about money. You should go for something that is your passion, and because eventually, if you're really good at something and you love what you're doing, the money will eventually come. And I am a true believer that if you're seeking God and if you're living for God and if you know that everything comes from God and you give Him all the glory for that and you don't idolize yourself or idolize someone else, then He will bless you and He will provide for you. And I'm not saying that you can just kick your feet up and just let God do everything, because you do have to work hard and you do have to, chase your dreams and put in the hours and put in the work. There's going to be so many people that discourage you in your life and try to bring you down, and that's just the devil trying to take away what God has in store for you and what God's trying to bless you with. So do not listen to the people that are telling you, oh, you'll never do that, this is a stupid idea, you need a real job, or whatever the case may be, because I know for me there was people in my life that told me that it wasn't going to work out, that it was stupid, that I'm too young, that I don't know enough, and that it just isn't going to work out, and all that stuff. And it can get discouraging, but I look to God every single time, and I trust God, and I listen to God, and He has blessed me. I do not cut myself a paycheck yet. I haven't cut myself a paycheck. I had to work 2 jobs, like I said, the whole first 2 years. I was just now able to quit my last other job back in March this year. So I am making it, and I have been making it. I have worked really, really, really hard, and things still aren't super easy, and things are a struggle sometimes, but I'm making it. God has been providing for me, and I just want to encourage other people to do the same thing and to follow your dreams, follow your heart. Don't do something because of the money, because you'll never be happy that way. And God has a plan for every single person out here, and I do believe that. And I like I said, I don't know everything. I'm not the best, but when God has given you a talent or a passion and you seek Him, and there's a vision in your heart, you need to go for that. Even if it doesn't make 100% like sense to you, even if it's kind of like crazy, if God really has put a vision on your heart, He will help you. He can move mountains for you. He'll break down the lies that people have said about you or are going to say about you, because He will take you from glory to glory to glory to glory. And if you keep trusting in Him, He will be there for you. His arms are wide open for everybody. He loves everybody. And I just hope that this encourages you guys a little bit. I really hope that if there is something that you're facing or a struggle or you're depressed about something, I hope that you have someone to talk to. I know you may not know me or I may not know you, but I'm more than open to talk to you about anything. You can message me, you can comment in the comments, you can find me on Facebook and send me a personal message. I'm very, very friendly, and I love meeting new people. I love connecting with people. And again, I am sorry that I haven't made videos in so long, but I have been so busy with this awesome new journey that God has blessed me with, and I just had to share it with you guys, and I had to open my heart to you and be completely open with what's been going on in my life and the journey I've been taking. And I just really hope that you guys do the same, and that you look to God in everything that you do and seek Him, and He will prosper you. And God's love is just so incredible, and it just makes me speechless sometimes, especially when you know everything you've been through is for a reason, and you can look back and see where God was talking to you and guiding you, and you know that He's real, that He's not dead, that He is greater than anything that you can go through, that He can. There's just so much when it comes to the love of God, and I hope that if you don't know Him, that you try to develop a relationship with Him, and you seek Him and you try to learn about Him, because He is a loving God. He is a God that gives and takes away. He will take away your pain. He will give you love. He will give you joy. He will give you happiness. And God truly has given me that, and I'm just trying my best to express that to you guys, and just to share a little bit about me and what's been going on in my life. I would love to hear from you guys. I might end up making another video sometime soon. I have no idea. My life is kind of busy, but I am still seeking the Lord, and I am doing exactly what He wants me to do, and I'm not perfect. I do make mistakes. I still am a sinner, and I ask God for forgiveness for things that, I have done that I'm not happy of, and for my past that I'm not happy about. But I just hope that you guys do the same. And again, I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed day, and I hope to hear from some of you. But anyways, thank you guys for listening. If you watched this whole video, thank you. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment below if you want to. Thank you guys again, and I hope that this video inspired you guys and encouraged you, and I just hope you have a wonderful day, week, life, everything. And I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you. Bye.